Hey everybody, today I'm going to give a review of some things in Branson, Missouri. First up is going to be Silver Dollar City. So we live in Kansas City, so it's about a 5-hour drive from here. And we go every year, in November, December, early December. So it's at least Black Friday when we go. Sometimes it's the first weekend in December. Because we love the Christmas lights down there. I will say that I've been in the fall and in the summer, and it's fun both times there too. So Silver Dollar City, I will put links to all of these places. Is a theme park. It has roller coasters. It has shows. It's got like little blacksmith areas that you can watch blacksmiths. I don't know what they're called. Doing their thing. It's got glass blowing that you can watch. It's old fashioned, so it kind of takes you back to the, I don't know, early 1900s, 1800s. If you, I don't know. But it's really fun. A little area just for the kiddos that are a little too small to ride the big rides. I will say that if you go around Christmas time and the weather is nice, which is why we usually go Black Friday or the first weekend in December, because it's still Christmas stuff and the weather is usually pretty decent. Like we've got like 60-degree weather down there before, when it's like 20 degrees here in Kansas City. We've got a couple times where it's been nasty and rainy, so they did have a few rides open at the time, but most were closed, but they had some shows open, so that was fun. But yeah, so Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri, so it's southern Missouri, pretty close to the Arkansas state line. They have lots of food choices. They do have a skip the line ticket. It does cost extra. I don't know if they have one that includes food or not, like some parks do. I don't think so. But usually the price is around $60 a person per adult. Right now they have, I think it's 2 for $46 on their websites. Due to COVID and social distancing, there might be some restrictions. I know they did have it to where you had to make a reservation and wear a face mask, but I don't know that the reservation is still necessary. And this is, what's today's date? Today is July 7th, 2020. So I would check the website before going, as with anything, to see what their rules are. So I'm going to put a link up for that. Obviously, their water rides would not be open in the winter. They do have a new water ride, and I don't recall the name of it. They have roller coasters, like I said, and they are, if you're a roller coaster freak like me, you will love them. They're just awesome. I have one, it's called Powder Keg, and what it is your typical roller coaster. You're sitting there and you go up the little hill, you go tick, 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 up to the top, and then you drop, right? So, this does not do that. So this one, you get in your little seat, and it kind of scoots you over to the side, and then you get this flashing light, and it goes beep, 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 and then you like shoot super fast. You don't go super slow up the hill and then drop. You just shoot super straight. It's pretty fun. It's my favorite one there. The first time I rode it was at nighttime, and I highly recommend riding roller coasters that you've never ridden, or even the ones that you have. I recommend riding them at nighttime. It's awesome, especially if you haven't ridden them before and you don't know what to expect. So you'll be getting these drops and loops and all sorts of stuff at night, that so you can't really see what's going on. So I really recommend that. Yeah, so it's a really good time. I'll put the link up for that. Some other things in Branson. We stayed at a place called Surrey's Carriage Place, I think. I'll put the link up for it too. Actually, the link I'm going to put it's a company, and they have, I think, 3 different resorts in Branson. And they're all pretty much the same thing. I don't think they have breakfast with their price, but Surrey's Carriage Place is a condominium area, and we've been in winter. We have not been in the summer, so I don't know how their pool is, but so we arrived, and it was gorgeous. All the Christmas, like, twinkle lights were all lit up all over the place. And we got our room, and we went up there, and it was a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. And I don't remember how much it was when we went. I want to say it's about $210, $250 a night. I could be wrong on that. I will put the link up for that too, but it was gorgeous. I don't recall if there was an elevator or not, but it has a kitchen area, a little living room, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom. The master bedroom had a nice shower and a jacuzzi tub that was like in the floor next to the bed, which was a little weird. But out of all the places I've stayed in Branson, and I've stayed at a lot, and some are pretty bad, this has been our favorite. So I will put a link up for that. And hold on. Okay. And so here was another place. Titanic Museum. It's really cool. You get there, they will assign you a name, if I remember correctly. And you walk through the museum. You can touch the ice, and it will show you how cold the water was that evening that the Titanic sank. Early morning, excuse me. And after you've walked all through it, and there's items from the Titanic that are there. So it's a museum, so you will get all the history, and you'll get to see a lot of the items. I don't think you can touch anything except for the ice, and that's not actually obviously from the Titanic, but it will show you how cold the water was that night. It's kind of like pins and needles going into your skin. But by the time you're all the way through the Titanic Museum, your character that they've given you at the beginning, you will see if they lived or if they did not survive the crash that night. So it's pretty interesting, especially if you're a history buff like me. Another really cool thing in Branson is the Ripley'S Believe It or Not. It's really cool. Kind of expensive. I want to say it's around $30 a person. I could be wrong on that. But it's really cool. It's got all sorts of things that you wouldn't even think were out there. I'll put a link for that too. I can't even go into detail what is all in there. There's the world's tallest man. There's a replica of him. There's this big thing of toilet paper. It's just a lot of stuff. But it's pretty cool. The kids really, really, really enjoy it. It's pretty interesting reading all of this information that's out there. Let's see here. What's another thing? There's some restaurants, and I'll put the links for those up that we enjoy. Trying to think. I know this is kind of boring. If you go at Christmas time, they do have other Christmas areas that you can drive through for lights, and they'll have just like your typical little town that has a little drive-through for Christmas lights, and they'll want you to either pay ahead of time or give a donation at the end. So there's those. Dixie Stampede. It's a blast. I cannot even explain how much fun this place is. So the last time we went, there wasn't all this turmoil going on in the world. So it was north versus south, and I think they've changed that to where it's called something else now, but I could be wrong. So it was like north versus south because it's supposed to replicate kind of what we've gone through in our history, which is fine with me. So you pick your seats when you get your tickets, and depending on where you're at, you'll get your own server. And what they do is they'll bring you so you eat. This is a dinner and a show. So it's theater style, and there's an open arena that you're going to look over. And so you pick your food when you order your ticket, and you can pick like what you want to eat out of certain items, obviously. Pick your drink, and you can order these little like cowboy boot cups. So you can order those and get your drinks in those. And I don't think alcohol is allowed. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think it's allowed. So it's a dinner and a show. So you do get a show, and it's a lot of singing and riding horses and animals, tricks, and like I can't even explain. If you look it up on YouTube, maybe you'll get to see an idea of what it's like. It's just really cool. It's a Dolly Parton themed. She owns Dixie Stampede here in Missouri and in Tennessee. So it's just really cool. Kids really love it. I'm in my 40s and I love it. You can, there's horses, so you can pet them prior to the show, and you will get your picture taken, and you can buy it or not buy it, whatever. And I know this is a horrible video, but I just talk. I don't have anything written down. So trying to think of anything else that might be noteworthy in Branson. There's other things that I haven't even gone to, and like I said, we go every year, usually just for Silver Dollar City, but if we have the extra time and the extra money, we'll hit up these other places. There's an outlet mall that's there, and if you like your name brand purses, this is the place to go. So they have Coach, they have Michael Kors, and I believe they have a Kate Spade outlet. So I've hit up Michael Kors and Coach down there before. Pretty good deals if you get them on the right day. I've got my Michael Kors purse and wallet for under $200, I think. Yeah, so a really good deal there. And of course they have like your Nike, your Disney a bunch of other stores. I'll try to remember to put that in here too. If you have any comments or just any places that you like to go in Branson, please leave them on here and I will try to check them out when I go, or add to whatever you have to say about it. And thanks for watching.